Hi, this is Should I Watch It? I'm Jason Cockroft,
I'm Jack Steptoe.
and today we are going to be reviewing Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Not going to go too much into it,
Yeah,
but so just basically Batman within this film sees Superman as a threat, takes too many risky chances.
yeah, he's a bit too powerful, and he sees how much destruction's caused
Yeah,
when he's sort of fighting other villains, which is quite a fair point. Superman sees Batman as a bit too much of a vigilante, and he thinks he goes a bit too far with vigilantism, really. And so, as a result of this, hence the title Batman v Superman, there will be a battle between them. And it also marks the dawn of the Justice League.
first things first. Team Superman, Team Batman.
Team Batman for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
despite the shirt,
despite the shirt, yeah.
it is Team Batman as well for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can respect Superman. Like he's a decent character and he's been around for a long time. But I've always loved Batman since I was very little. So I was always a Team Batman. And to be fair, back with Ben Affleck as well. Love him.
Yeah. Okay.
So should I watch it?
I believe that this is a film that kind of marks an era.
Yeah, it's like the start of a new wave, isn't it? Although sort of Man of Steel was the first one, this kind of feels like the start of what's coming next. I think you should watch this film if you like the previous Batman and Superman films. It's got very much a different feel to the Dark Knight trilogy, so I wouldn't necessarily say you would like it if you like the Dark Knight films. I think it does have a very similar feel to Man of Steel, although I personally think this is better than Man of Steel. I think if you did like Man of Steel, you're probably going to like this one.
Yeah. If you've read any comics as well with Superman and Batman, it's also a point to take across that you're probably gonna like this film.
Yeah.
Bit more tamed down, bit less of an action thriller than what the comics would be.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that Jack's point's a good one there, because I don't read the Superman comics, but I do read the Batman ones. Well, he was based more on the comic book sort of Batman to me, and he kind of, the way he moved and the way he fought was a little bit more like I sort of imagined when I read the comics. So I think for Batman comic lovers, you'll probably enjoy the Batman side of the film, definitely.
If you like fighting anyway, wrestling, UFC as well,
Yeah.
it's going to be a film you'll gonna enjoy because there is a lot of that inputted into the film as well.
I completely agree. It's really good fight scenes in this. My biggest disappointment with it, in the fight scene sense, is that I would say if you haven't seen those trailers, avoid them, because I think that the trailers did give away way too much of this film. That was my biggest disappointment. I think I would have enjoyed this a lot more. I had not already seen a lot of the fight scenes, a lot of the action from the trailers. And I think if you haven't seen them yet, just don't watch them. Just go straight to the film.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, also, visually, this is a very dark and dingy film. It will put off a lot of people, as
Yeah.
I've seen, and for me, it didn't put me off at all. In fact, it probably influenced me a bit because it is Batman.
Yeah.
If you don't have a dark and dingy film, that is not Batman.
Agreed. Massively agreed. Yeah, I think so. Like, it had a very good Batman sort of feel to it. And I thought as well that the way that Ben Affleck plays Batman fits into that darkness as well. He's quite an angry man. He's controlled. He's not a lunatic. He's controlled, but he's angry. And that is fed through quite a lot in the film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same with, actually, but so is Superman. Superman's quite angry in this one as well, isn't he? But then I suppose when you see what happens as the film rolls through, you kind of gather why. But
Yeah.
okay then, so on to ratings. What are you going to give it?
I'm going to give this one, I've struggled so much to give this a high score. I really wanted to give it a high score as well, coming into it. But I'm going to give it a 8.2, I think.
Oh, good rating. Good rating. No, that's pretty decent, especially considering some of the, for some reason, berated by critics scores we've seen so far. So that is a good score. I'm going to go about pretty much the same. I'm going to give it an 8 as well, because I was the same as you. I struggled a bit better, and I think it's because other friends and other things I've seen online have been putting so much negative press on this that it kind of started taking away from what I took out of the film. But when I watched it last night and I came out, I gave it a solid 8, and I remember saying it, and I remember being very much believing in it. So I thought I'm going to stick to that and give it an 8. It's not perfect, but it's a really good film and it's really enjoyable, and it's different. It's unique, I think.
Yeah, annoyingly, I think it's one of these films, again, like Star Wars, that's kind of scaled back to make the next one seem a bit that.
I thought the whole story was very good. I think it builds up nicely. I think the reasonings behind Batman and Superman wanting to fight each other, as the story progresses, it becomes more and more realistic and more understandable. Before I watched the film, I kind of thought, like, why Batman and Superman fight each other? I can't think of a reasonable explanation. But as it goes through and as things happen, like, I thought it was a very good build-up.
The build-up was very good, very strong, like you said, but there were bits where it was throwing you off a little bit. Some of the dream sequences within this film kind of muddled it up for yourself.
Yeah, they do a bit. They're a bit odd. I think it's just like, I think it's Zack Snyder trying to make up something a bit different. But yeah, they were quite entertaining, the dream scenes, and they were quite good into getting into the mind of the characters. I thought. I think if you read them properly when you were watching it, you kind of gathered what was going on in their heads. But I thought that they were a bit long, and considering how much they had to cram into the film, I'm surprised they went that route. Really. Yeah, I'd also like to say as well. I think most people that are giving this a bad rating as well, it's probably because you're not really into fight scenes and the action and stuff. Like, this is one of those films that, like Zack Snyder's other films, all of them probably that I've watched, it's very much about the spectacle of the fighting and the action, and not quite on the level of Michael Bay's Transformers with millions of explosions. It's all about the fighting and the spectacle, and buildings falling over, and the spectacle of the fight between Batman and Superman, which is obvious from all the marketing they've done.
The main reason I'm giving this higher than an 8 is, like I said to you last night when we came out of the film, it's probably one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen within any film in this film.
Oh, yeah.
And again, the rating wise, the gadgets within this film were amazing.
Yeah, the tech, all the tech.
The tech, yeah. You know that Bruce Wayne's gonna come out and with everything he's got, and he does. He definitely does.
Yeah, it's a brilliant tech. The Batmobile's brilliant. I love the Batmobile. The fact the Batmobile chase scene, there's a Batmobile chase scene, which you don't always get in a Batman film as well in this, to add. And that was pretty decent as well, wasn't it? It knocked the hell out of Spectre's crappy car chase. I think it's good. Oh, Lex Luthor's good as well.
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
Yeah, some people don't like the way he is, but I don't like Jesse Eisenberg, so I thought I wouldn't like his Lex Luthor, but I actually do.
See, I'm on the other side. I love Jesse Eisenberg, but I didn't think he was casted right for this role, and he just fits in so well.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a schemer, but he has got a screw loose, and then it just comes out every now and then, and it's great. Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, a few negative points on the film. First of all, there was no exclamation to the armoured batsuit.
Yeah, that was a surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just literally turned up out of nowhere. That's pretty much the origin story of that suit now.
Yeah.
So that's great.
He just wears it one day. And
I mean, like I said to you when we came out, even if he went to Alfred and said, "Can you make me something worthy of beating Superman?"
I think my main problem with this film was that it tries to fit too much in. Like, it's a 2.5 hour film, so it's not a short film, but it's so over ambitious. Like, they're trying to fit too much in, and I think as a result that causes problems. I think that my suggestion for it would have been to have made a Batman film first, so that you had an introduction Superman film, an introduction Batman film, and then you would have then gone into this without any introductions, and they could have just fit everything they needed into one film.
The dream sequences for me was a big negative. I think it's going to turn out to be something later on, but I just think it was a bit too much.
Considering what they had to cram into the film, they could just not done them. Like, it was just something they could have got rid of easily.
And coming into this film, I've heard a lot of positivity around Wonder Woman. Watching it yesterday, don't know why.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
She didn't do much. She didn't do a hell of a lot. Nothing of a significance, like, to the plot line.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just unneeded for me, really.
Yeah, I thought she could have come into the next film. And finally, guys, please like our videos, comment, subscribe, and we're also on Snapchat,
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well now.
Oh yeah, and I've got Facebook as well. So yeah, make sure you visit that. You get all the likes and all that stuff. And yeah, and we'll be back very soon with some more videos.